time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma.
Where is Edgeworth? Oh, Edgeworth, my Edgeworth.
Oh my god, no!
Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Oh, well, he's also a friend.
Nick's special someone, Pearly.
I still remember him as though I'd seen him only yesterday.
You can tell that this is a second game and they wanted to make sure you didn't have to play the first one.
Yeah, no, for real.
Objection, tap!
Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life.
Oh my god. Maya! Please don't mention that name ever again. I'm not over it.
What?
Huh? But why, Nick?
Too much
I thought you
sexual
made it official.
I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot. You don't know. He's gone. And he's not coming back. That last trial that you weren't here for was pretty intense.
My ship! Wait a second, what's that supposed to
It
mean?
means unrequited love, Maya, and now I get to stew in my pain.
He went to the
No.
great appellate court of the sky.
Oh my god, no.
No!
Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom.
Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. I gotta be focused. Laser focused.
Nick?
I'm fine. Obviously,
You're
very fine.
clearly not.
Nope. It's not like I think about it every night before I go to bed.
That's not all you think about it very night before you go to bed.
Alright, it is time. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. This feels like deja vu. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared?
She grips her shoulder too.
What is with this kid? I guess she's younger than me.
Mr. Wright, are you prepared?
Yeah, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me?
I expect better of you, Phoenix.
Mr. Phoenix Wright,
Oh my god.
you must be a little shocked because I am a woman, correct?
Hold on. So she's the famed successor to Von Karma?
Yeah, I am calling you a misogynist. I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy.
I'm not a misogynist. I'm just gay. I see.
I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason.
Uh-oh.
Revenge.
Oh, no weapons allowed in court, please.
Whip away.
It passed the metal detector.
Revenge. You're right, it would pass the metal detector. Is this about her father, Manfred von Karma?
If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can. Ow!
I'm talking.
She whipped the judge, and that's okay?
I mean-
Excuse me?
Everyone knows if you use a whip, it doesn't count.
I'll remember that for D&D. If I kill someone with a whip, it doesn't count.
Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
going to for the bedroom.
Oh, the pose.
If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me.
Put it away! Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Oh! Dang!
Make no mistake, I will defeat you.
This is very illegal. This is very illegal.
Happening.
She's worse than Von Karma at this point. She's freaking actually assaulting me.
Listen, if this is what's happening when you can see it, imagine when the screen goes black what she does to you.
No,
jeez.
I'm not gonna imagine.
Hard pass, hard pass.
Prepare to go down, Mr. Wright.
Oh no.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
no.
Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please.
We are a right-worth
repeat
household.
again.
Stop trying to get in on this ship.
Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection.
Oh no.
Oh god.
You might have heard my father speak these words
A lot.
repeatedly.
It was my first word. It was his
I'm
first
sure
word.
if you were to have a flashback about my father, you would definitely remember him saying perfection.
Oh.
The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch.
Well, she doesn't have any guilt.
Very well. What is the defense's position?
Not to be
Quarterback.
whipped, Your Honor.
Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty?
Yes, this is the first time I've ever apparently had to say these words. Any plea at all.
Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams.
Definitely her father's daughter.
10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea.
Can you change your plea?
Of course you can.
Oh, I thought you just sort of go in and then that's it. That's how it is, and then you get guilty or not guilty.
No. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. You ever hear of a guilty plea?
Yes.
Well, you know, like, the prosecutor makes a deal with a defendant a lot of the time, and it's for a favorable sentencing, or maybe a reduction in charges if they
Yeah.
plead guilty. They're not talking about the first time they plead guilty in court. That's always not guilty.
Oh.
They're talking about changing the plea to guilty.
I see.
Ah.
Because this is so early in the process, when you originally plead not guilty, you haven't had a chance to negotiate. So, like, you would never just plead guilty, is what I'm saying.
I see. She's not as confident as Von Karma, though. Von Karma wanted 3 minutes. She's given 10.
No, she's realistic.
You're right, more realistic indeed.
That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time.
I mean,
This has been
that
read,
sounds
so
like a
that's
good plea,
important.
if I'm being honest. Like,
I don't understand what she's trying to say, because if it's justified self-defense, that's not a plea, it's a,
reason?
affirmative defense. And an affirmative defense is not like one of the pleas you can make.
Well, the plea is guilty or not guilty, right? Those are the options.
Right! Well, technically there's a third option, but don't tell anyone.
What?
There
All
actually
of the
is a
above?
third option. No.
What is the
The third option is no contest.
What does that mean?
What the heck does that mean?
You say nolo contendere, unironically, and, no, actually. And what you're saying is like, listen. I am not saying I did it, okay? I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is the prosecutor has enough evidence to make it look like I did it. And so if they were to try to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt, they would do so successfully. Even though that's the case. I'm not saying I did it. It's possible I didn't.
That's like all the cases in Phoenix, right, Ace Attorney? They have enough evidence to make it look like I did it.
That's why it's nolo contendere. It's so much simpler to say.
All right.
Interesting.
Justified self-defense? That doesn't sound like a plea at all. A plea, usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. Still not
There
a
you
plea.
go.
What he's describing is what she means by that. And he's
Yeah.
agreeing with her that is a plea.
So they say in Ace Attorney world.
Yeah.
We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but why not? She gets off there. Like she gets off there, doesn't she? In
Yeah,
real life,
why
she
not?
would.
Certainly does. Yeah, she would. If it was justified.
Yeah. The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. Okay. In self-defense.
Squat?
Curtsy! It's a curtsy, Dylan. Jesus Christ.
Oh. Sorry,
Wow.
I'm too much of a man to know
You
what a
are,
curtsy
but
looks
you're
like.
wearing such a
Sorry.
beautiful outfit, you have to curtsy.
Christ.
How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness.
She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose.
I like her outfit and design. It's great.
I mean, you look good in that outfit too.
Win-win.
Doesn't she give off vampire vibes like her father?
Well, I would assume that, yes, that's how it would work, wouldn't you?
I'm asking you, does her aesthetic give off vampire vibes? I'm not asking
Yes.
you what
it's
the lineage of bloodline
yes,
would work.
Yes, it does.
Witness, your name and occupation?
Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe, and I'm a detective at the local precinct.
Jesus!
Get to the point already.
What?
Asked
Holy
him a question that he was perfectly and regularly
Dude.
answering. What
I
the
thought
hell?
she was gonna whip him because he called her sir.
That would have been
But
way
no.
better,
That
honestly.
would have made more sense.
That would have been way better. Rewrite it.
I think she just wants an excuse to use that thing.
No, she really does.
Explain to the court why you are such a misogynist, but also the details of this murder.
I took whipping lessons. I'm going to use them.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map
Gumshoe and
and
his
not
maps.
inflict upon me bodily pain. The channeling chamber has no windows, and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room.
What were they doing in there?
Channeling?
They were channeling a spirit, sir.
Channeling a spirit? Is this code for something?
That's quite the look
Yes.
of disbelief there, Your Honor. No.
Your Honor,
Am I just not
No.
up with what the kids are calling things
Gumshoe.
these
I
days?
was just gonna say that.
They were just using a Ouija board in there. Went wrong. They didn't say goodbye, you know?
Oh, I've heard of that, the Waluigi board.
Have you played the Luigi board?
Waluigi board.
Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, Gunshots were heard coming from the inside of the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room.
That was me. I managed that somehow.
And that's when they found the victim was already dead, correct?
Oh, my way, Mo Shindaru, Your Honor.
I don't speak that, but I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over.
Such.
May no one prove me wrong in the next
Oh.
half hour.
I will. Easy peasy, livin greasy.
Living greasy?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Dylan, you're questioning this when a couple months ago she said Hoochie hangin' after Gucci gangin'.
Okay, at
Okay,
least this
that's-
one is a reference,
Wait.
okay?
What does living greasy mean? Like greasy?
Yeah.
Like you haven't showered?
No, you're like
Oh.
slippery, you're sliding.
Uh-huh.
Ew. So, how was the victim killed?
So, I was about to get to that, Your Honor.
Stop wasting my time, then.
Alrighty, here we go.
Testimony time.
Oh god.
The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used a pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing.
That's weird.
So, the victim was stabbed before being shot.
Okay, theory time. He stabbed himself. He brought the knight in to stab himself in order to make it look like the nurse did assault him. And then, on top of that, he fell to the ground in this charade. His head was at that, 8 inches off the ground level with the screen, and then somebody behind that, I don't know who yet, shot through the screen. That's what I'm betting happened.
So, I do agree, the gunshot that came through the screen is what killed him.
Yeah, but he had to
The
be on the
knife
ground for that.
stabbing is something else.
It was only 8 inches off the ground. Oh, but he said
No, I
point
agree
blank.
with you. Point blank. Well, point blank is like a 5-foot range.
Oh, then that's fine. I thought point blank had to be touching.
It's real
I think
close.
we need more information.
Yeah. I know. We gotta come in here as
Now-
fast as
now
possible
I'm
to be
most
the
curious
coolest later
about
on.
this stabbing.
This is the victim's autopsy report, sir.
Oh, very helpful.
After
Thanks.
being stabbed in the chest, he was shot in the forehead at point blank.
I wonder if the contradiction is if he's on the floor face down, how could he be shot in the forehead?
I don't
Because
know.
I'm thinking, how could the body fall?
I think he stabbed himself. I'm very adamant about that at this very moment. I think he stabbed himself in order to frame the nurse because it was all his fault in the first place.
The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Alrighty, I mean we're gonna press everything. That's how this goes.
Oh, I see the good old-fashioned health bar.
What actually happened was, he was like, yo, nurse, you f***ed up. This was all your fault. You're gay. And she was like, no, you. And he's like, ah! And he literally committed seppuku on the spot.
Oh my
He took the knife,
my
he
God.
stabbed himself in the chest, and he's like, I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. He drops to the ground in shame. And then someone who was watching, it was Pearl, she takes out a gun that she has on her, and she ends the suffering of that whimpering fool.
No, I definitely am
There you go.
in the agreement that it has something to do with Morgan because Pearl is the one who had the key, right? So it's like, how did we get the key from Maya? Like that's.
I'm thinking it has something to do with Morgan, has something to do with Amy.
I feel like Aini is a red herring. I feel like Aini's a red herring.
We'll see. I still think she's important to the puzzle.
Yeah, but I feel like she's definitely not the person who did it. I feel like she's there to dissuade, a misdirect. That's the word.
And next you'll ask me whose pistol it was.
Nani? The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it?
It was the victim.
Okay, he brought in a gun.
He brought a gun.
The victim? Now why would he have...
Oh, I like her objection.
Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol.
What would you call that hand gesture? How do I describe
Display.
Oh,
Here
yeah.
you go.
Present.
Take that.
that?
Here
I'll
it
take
is.
that. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Would it surprise you if I did the motion every time I gave a new option for that?
No.
Every time. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode of Ace Attorney. We play live once a week on Twitch and YouTube.
Thank you so much for the Giga Chads who became members. We really appreciate it.
If you like what you've seen so far, consider giving us a like, commenting, or subscribing for more content and chaos from us.
I'm not asking, I'm telling you. Subscribe.